Okay, this is the Forex analysis for the week of 5/21. We're going to look at just the US major pairs. And the first one we're going to look at is the Aussie dollar USD. We're going to start with the monthly chart. And we see on the chart we have a drop in price. We have one basic candle and then a rally. So that is where we find monthly sellers at. Buyers, excuse me. So we're going to mark this as monthly demand at the 0.628 and 0.62845. Alright, so when we look at current price, we're going to go up and to the left, looking for monthly supply, and we have a drop in price, one basic candle and then another drop. So we're going to mark this area right here. It's been hit several times. However, because it is a monthly supply zone, it's going to be tough to get through. And we'll say 0.71, 0.71800. And I'm going to round this one off a bit. We'll say 900. Okay. All right, we're going to go down to the weekly chart. And we can see for the last 3 months we've been in a sideways market. So what we really need to see is a breakout. Otherwise, trading in this range, it could be chopped up. And on the weekly chart, I don't see any levels of interest. So we're going to go down to the daily chart now. Okay. And here's a level of interest. Let's put on volume. All right, much better. All right. So this was a bull trap. We had daily supply at the 0.68200 level. So when price is in a sideways market, you play the extremes. All right. Price hit once, pulled back. Price hit a second time and pulled back. All right, here's the zone here. You had a drop in price, one basic candle, and then a strong move down. All right, so we're going to look at current price. Go down and look to the left, looking for demand zones. Don't really see anything on the daily chart. Let's see if we see anything on the 4-hour chart. All right, let's look at this on the 8th hour chart. All right, this is the level that I want to look at on the 4-hour chart. All right, so we have a rally in price. We have one basic candle in rally. Volume is okay, but this becomes a flip zone. There was a 4-hour supply zone, which is now demand. So we're just going to mark. I'm going to mark off the levels. All right, go back up to the daily chart. All right, so that's the analysis on the Aussie USD. Let's go to the Euro USD. And we're going to start with the monthly chart. Okay, so price came down, paused, and is shooting back higher. So there are monthly buyers down at this level. This is our monthly demand level. We'll say at the 0.97. 0.97. All right, we look at current price. We go up and to the left. And I'm going to mark off this level here. Have a drop in price, 4 basic candles, and then another huge drop. No, I'm going to choose this level here. So this is what I call a level on level. It's a monthly seller's level on top of a monthly seller's level. And we're going to say that's at the 1.16. 1.16. All right, let's go down to the weekly chart. We can see most recently we had some selling pressure at the 1.10 area. I'm going to put some volume on this chart as well. Okay. Clearly we are in an uptrend. We're making just higher highs and lower highs. So you increase your probability of trading if you go with the trend. What I'm going to do is just mark off the most recent high and the most recent low. There might be some weekly buyers here, but I won't mark that off as of yet. All right, let's go down to the daily chart. We can see that price is turning. So at the moment, the momentum is to the downside. However, this just can be just a pull back before the next impulse move higher due to the weekly chart being in an uptrend. And on the way down on the pullback, the correction, there may be some sellers here, but the price structure is not ideal. So, all right, let's just see what things look like on the 8-hour chart. Looks like there's some sellers here. All right. In trading, you should never force anything. So let's just see how this week goes, and maybe we'll find some setups later this week or next week. All right, we're going to go to the pound USD. We'll start with the monthly chart. And what I like about this pair is clearly prices in an uptrend or a correction, depending on how you look at things. But if price is going to continue to go higher, there's nothing stopping price, at least until we get to the 1.3000. We also see that price has breached and closed above the 13 simple moving average. We can see that this moving average seems to be bottoming, potentially turning over time. Maybe. Nevertheless, this level should serve as support. Let's distinguish this with a dashed line. Dotted line. Okay. So that's the projected trajectory of the 13 simple moving average moving forward. All right, let's go down to the weekly chart. All right, so that's where there are sellers waiting for price. Again, there are no sellers in sight above the 1.2688. All right, so we're looking to go long as our moving averages are pointing up, telling us the direction of the trend. Let's go to the daily chart. All right, you have some minor sellers at the 1.725. This is a wick over wick. Let's go down to the 4-hour chart just so I can show you what that looks like. That's this level right here. So price, if and when it hits this level, should just pause, but not reverse price. All right, let's go back down to the daily chart. And I don't see any levels of interest. 8 hours, 4 hours. Again, not going to force anything. Price is bouncing off of the 50-day moving average. But the nearest sell supply is this level at 1.26. All right, we're going to go down to we're going to skip the New Zealand USD, as that's very similar to the Aussie USD, and although it trades against the USD, it's not really considered one of the main major pairs. So we're just going to skip that and go down to the USD CAD. All right, so when I look at the monthly chart on the USD CAD, we can see price is bouncing off of the 13 simple moving average. We see some wicks in November. All right, so if this was a football field, two end zones are at the 1.4, and we'll say the 1.32. All right, one end zone here, one end zone here. All right, let's go down to the weekly chart. And we have buyers defending the 1.33 level. So that can be an area of interest to go long if price declines. All right, let's go down to the daily chart. It was a nice area. Volume's not the greatest, however, it was a daily resistance support band. We have resistance, support, 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 and then resistance again. Let's look at that level on the 4-hour chart. Okay, not the greatest of price structure, but again, it was right at a resistance support band. So price is currently at the 50-yard line, and we have to just wait to see this week where price is headed. It's probably going to be based on some type of news catalyst. But as you can see, it's definitely winding up for an inevitable breakout at some point. All right, and the last major pair that we're going to look at today is the USD yen pair. And this pair has been screaming to the upside in recent days, weeks. We have a rally in price, one basic candle, and then a rally out. So we definitely have a monthly demand level at the 1.288. And it is smooth sailing, at least until we get to the 1.44. We have price forming a hammer candle on the monthly chart. But if today was the last day of the month, it would also close above the 13 simple moving average, which is pointing up. Let's go to the weekly chart, and we can see we got the 13 and 26 moving average crossover. which is now serving as support at the 1.3400 level. All right, there are definitely some sellers up in this 1.46000 to 1.14800. All right, let's go down to the daily chart. And we did get a close above the most recent pivot highs. We got a close above the 200-day moving average. All right, so here's the level in play now. I'm not in love with the structure. I don't see any huge volume surge, but let's see how this pans out. The 136.000. Again, if price comes down to this level, I would need to see a reversal pattern on the smaller time frame in order for me to have confidence that this level is a very good level. If price does come down, what will help is that you'll have the moving averages serving as support, so that should help. How far can we go up? I would look for a target at the 1.142.000 as a target. All right, so that was the analysis on the U.S. major pairs for the week of 5/21/23. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, please. Like the video.